I'm ready to talk winter anytime.
Actually, hey everybody, it's me, Tom Dalton, your frozen host of PBS, the PBS TV show Under the Radar Michigan. And I'm here along with Dave Lorenz, my favorite guy out and about Michigan, and my other favorite guy, Jim Edelman, my partner in crime on the show. And, you know, it was 5 degrees below zero this morning when I got up. And after what we did last season up in the UP, that didn't scare me none, right, Jim?
No, that was a walk in the park. I was out there in my shorts feeding the birds.
Yeah, well, we went up to the UP last winter, and it was 20 degrees below zero, and we hiked into the Eben ice caves. We went snowshoeing. We did like 50 miles on snowmobiles, and it was 20 degrees below zero with wind chill of probably 70 below.
Well, so, gentlemen, I know you're from the east side of the state. Now, for those of us who are either from the Upper Peninsula or from West Michigan, you know,
we are crops today.
Yeah, we are used to real snow and real cold. So, you know, welcome to our world. It's fine. You will be fine.
Yeah, we've got 2 feet on the ground outside, but you're used to that on the west side of the state. You guys get lake effect all the time.
We do. And in fact, it's been a really good lake effect winter, at least this latter part of the winter. But the interesting thing is the storm that we got just, you know, this week, you guys got tons more snow than us. I think we only got like 4 new inches of snow, even though, I mean, it's been like, you know, all the last, like, it hasn't stopped snowing for like 2 weeks and still it's sunny. How does that happen? I don't know.
Actually, beautiful bluebird days lately where the sky is so blue. But I guess our major message today is even if it's freezing cold outside, there's no reason not to get out in it and enjoy it. It's actually healthier, better for your frame of mind. And in this crazy COVID time, it's actually the healthiest thing you can do.
You are absolutely correct. And here's the thing, you know, you need to get out there and enjoy it.
Yeah.
Because now our internal video crew has been out going to various ski resorts and ski hills.
I've been watching
them. They've been posting them. They just posted one from Ironwood, from one of the, you know, big snow country out in the far western UP.
Yeah.
You have to watch that video. And at the very end, just by chance, they said the Northern Lights were out that night.
Oh.
So they were able to not only capture the beauty of the area and, you know, the fun you can have with skiing, but then the Northern Lights. It's really
I'll share the link at the end of this, so people
cool.
have to digging around for it.
Yeah, I actually watched it, and people forget that the ski resorts up north, we've got runs that are a mile long.
Yeah.
We do some serious skiing in Michigan, and if you go to places like Boyne, you've got Harbor Springs. If you go to Shanty Creek, you've got the little town of Bel Air right there, and Shorts Brewery. You go to Marquette Mountain, which is literally. They've got like a 600-700 foot vertical drop up there, and they're like a mile from downtown Marquette.
Or if you want some really kind of adventure skiing, some of the best, at least this side of the Rockies, you can find up in the Keweenaw as well. Really, really cool stuff in Mount Bohemia. And normally Voodoo Mountain is open too, but because of COVID, I don't think they've opened that up. That's kind of a separate hill that also looks right on Lake Superior, that they open up only to like 12 people, 14 people, but you have to take a cat over there because there are no lifts. I mean, it's a private hill in effect for people.
I even love, some of my friends have been posting videos of them going to Pine Knob and to Mount Brighton, Mount Holly here in Southeast Michigan. And you know, that's where I learned to ski. You know, it was great. I ended up teaching at Mount Brighton for a while because it was just a great place to hang out. You got your turns in, you worked on things, you worked on skiing ice because we're really good at skiing ice here in Michigan. But you know, I think one of the things that you know, you talked about, you know, how winter sports is such a great exercise. What is your favorite exercise to do during the winter? Dave, I know you're a runner.
I am a runner, and that is my true favorite, you know, exercise, so to speak, or, you know, social gathering or whatever you want to call it with my buddies that I run with. But, you know, if it was specific to winter, it probably would be either cross country skiing or snowshoeing or just hiking, because I really like that too. How about you, Tom? As my dog barks in the background.
Wants to go outside. See, even dogs want to go outside in the winter.
She literally does.
Actually, ever since we went snowshoeing up at Tequamanon Falls, that's one of my favorite things to do now. Snowshoeing is you can go anywhere. It's like sort of your ticket to go into the deep woods, and you don't have to stay on the path. You can go wherever you want. Plus, people forget that in Michigan has two of probably the only three luge tracks in the entire eastern United States that the general public can use.
Yeah.
There's the Muskegon Winter Sports Complex, where you or I or anybody can go luging, and then there's the UP Luge Club up in Negaunee, up in the UP, where the public you can luge. I mean, and people forget that. I know I'm a loser.
Big time loser. How about you, Jim? Did you say what you really love?
I love skiing. I did get as a kid, I used to snowmobile every day after school. We had a lot of great adventures with that. But I'm up for anything. I really, really want to try the rafting in the winter.
It's great. It's great.
Someone asking us to come on an adventure with them. I was, when I saw the pictures of you doing it, Dave, I knew that we had to do that.
Yeah, you need to do that. Well, and Tom, of course, missed out on our great adventure over at Peabody Ice Climbing.
Oh, that looked like a blast. It looks like you got almost 5 feet off the ground.
Yeah.
Dave.
Well, so that's the bummer. I thought that Jim was going to be very artful and very, sophisticated and, have the shot that looks like I'm a mile in the air, but no.
Well, actually, not until the end. He did a really good job, but because it did look like you were up pretty high. Then all of a sudden at the end, it's just like, oh, okay.
Well, to be clear, I didn't have time. We had to move it along. Otherwise, I would have, because it really is fun. It's the higher you go, the more fun it is.
Listen, I am a respected journalist, and people rely on me to give them the whole story.
That's right. Yeah.
Whether you jump in Lake Superior and your hat falls off, and I try to cut your hair problems out, but I couldn't.
There goes Ice Climb Gate. Thank you, Mr.
You get a free
reporter.
pizza with it.
Yeah.
One thing I've always wanted to do is go up to the Munising area in the winter, and you can tour all the waterfalls when they're frozen up there.
Yeah.
Frozen waterfall tour.
Oh, it's just so cool. Yeah. And the thing is, the waterfall tour that you can do in the UP, most of them don't actually completely freeze over, the ones that you really want to see.
Yeah.
So they're still flowing. The ones to climb, like by either Eben, I know you've been there, or Pictured Rocks, you've been there.
Mm-hmm.
That's just a blast. And so if you're up north, talk to Bill Thompson at Downwind Sports. They'll set you all up. Either, I think they have an office. I know they do in Marquette. And I think also now they have a store in Munising, if I remember right.
When I do sports in the winter, I try not to be downwind of Jim. Anyway,
what?
Yeah. And people also forget that when you're my wife and I love to hike in the winter because there's no foliage, and you can see, if you go you can see forever when you're hiking.
Yeah.
Well, the thing I haven't done all winter, and I'm feeling horrible about it. I haven't been snowmobiling even once this year, and now we have all this snow.
Right.
Yeah.
So I need to find somebody with a sled, because I don't have one myself.
Let's hit the road. I got one more thing to say, and this is an indoor thing that we're gonna have to put on the calendar. Hey, my wife's calling me. It's an indoor thing. It's the Ann Arbor Hotel and Restaurant Week that's coming up.
Yeah.
And this is, such a great chance to stay in Ann Arbor with reduced rates in the hoteliers, but then, hit the restaurants who really need our help and who are doing just fantastic job of keeping people safe.
It's a great idea. I don't remember what the date is. Do you have the date?
February 21 through 26.
Yeah, I know.
Research again.
Yeah.
A respected journalist.
I'm so impressed. So impressed. Yep.
Yep.
I can see that award. It's coming your way.
Yeah, right by him. There it goes.
Well, guys, the dog alarm is going off, and it appears that they do really want to go out. Something tells me not just to have a good time.
Yeah. Yeah. There's always that.
Yeah.
That's a great way to end it.
Yes.
Wonderful.